Hello guys, Sanjeet here, and welcome to the very new episode of the podcast named Exploring the Skies. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about the recently landed rover on the Martian surface by NASA, the Perseverance Rover. So I wasn't really thinking about making this episode, but after the huge success that this mission is getting after its landing on 18th Feb 2021, I thought I should really make an episode about this because this rover, this mission by NASA is really important as for everyone in the planet Earth, because basically what NASA is trying to do is they are launching so many missions around the Martian surface for the Mars, because they are trying to figure out how the planet evolves, how the life may grow, how may microorganisms or how may existing life, if such existed on Mars, how it worked there or how it may work in the future, because NASA is really trying to figure out any way to find life outside of the Earth. So the Mars is really suitable for as of now. So yeah, I think this mission is really a really big milestone for each and every one of us, because it will find so many things which will really help the scientists and the researchers on Earth to really make sure that it really pays off. So if talking about this mission, it was a Mars 2020 mission which was originally formed for Mars exploration program that includes a rover and a small robotic helicopter. Its name is Ingenuity. So it was launched last year in 2020 on 30th July from Atlas V launch vehicle from America, and it was a huge success. It recently landed on Martian surface on 18th Feb 2021. So as of now, Perseverance is on the Martian surface for around 10 days, and it will work for around 687 souls. So basically what his soul is, a soul is a one Martian day. So yeah, it is basically one Martian day. So 687 solar days it will operate on the Martian surface. So now talking about what basically is the purpose of this rover, the purpose of this huge project. So the purpose of this project basically is to investigate astrobiological relevant ancient environment on Mars and investigate the geological surface and the geological process and history of the Martian surface to make sure the assessment of its past habitability and possibly the past life on the Mars, and the potential for the preservation of the biosignatures within accessible geographical missions. So basically this rover will collect the samples from the Martian surface, and it will take those potential samples within itself before NASA is going to launch a retrieval mission. So what is a retrieval mission is, NASA is going to launch a mission around 2026 which is going to land on the same crater where Perseverance rover has landed, to take all those samples with it and came back to Earth. So what it is going to do is, NASA is going to launch a mission to Mars once again in 2026. The mission is going to land on the very same area where the rover has been landed, and it will collect all those samples which is being collected by the Perseverance and take all those back to Earth by 2031, I suppose. So this is the total timeline which was decided by NASA. So right now what Perseverance is going to do is, it will roam around Martian surface, collect the samples, and it will keep all those with itself, and then after 5 to 6 years NASA is going to launch a retrieval mission which will go on the Martian surface and bring back all those samples with it back to Earth. So it is going to be the first mission in the history of astronomy that in the history where a mission has been launched to another planet, where samples will be collected and will be taken back to Earth. So it is really phenomenal. It is really it is a dream come true for so many scientists and researchers that it is really happening. So if you are talking about the design, if anyone knows that the NASA already launched a rover back in 2011, where they launched the rover named Curiosity, which was pretty much the same as the current Perseverance rover, and it was launched for the same purpose. But to make sure that the current mission will serve better purpose, NASA is going to launch a Retroable Mission too, so that in the future the samples can be taken back to Earth also. The launch of the Mars 2020 was the 3 space missions was launched in July 2020. I suppose the first was launched by United Arab Emirates and another one was launched by China. I don't know the Chinese one because I didn't really cover it, but yeah, 3 missions were launched in the July 2020 window. One was by United States of America by NASA, one was by United Arab Emirates, and another was from China. So the mission which was launched by NASA included 3 things. It is mainly the Perseverance Rover and the helicopter Ingenuity. These 2 main things were launched by NASA, and rover landed successfully on 18th Feb 2021 on the Zero crater on Mars, and it was a huge success because after that Perseverance has been sending hundreds and thousands of photos and hundreds and thousands of imagery, high quality HD imagery of the Martian surface, of the Martian soil and the Martian environment, and it is so smooth and so cool to see all those images which are being released by the NASA and which is being released by the government for the public. So it is really nice that a human made rover is there on the Martian surface and it's sending high quality HD images of the environment and the surface. It's so good. If anyone is interested to really watch those videos and the images, they can follow NASA on Instagram and on YouTube also, because NASA has been uploading all the videos and the photographs about the recently launched Perseverance rover on their sites as well. So yeah, you should really definitely check it out. I have been checking out them, and one really interesting thing I found out is that they have released a really well made video about how the rover actually landed on the Mars. So what they have done is the parachute which was going down on the Martian surface, it was having a camera. So it completely recorded everything how the rover actually landed on the Martian surface. It was so good. It was it was like a dream come true. Like I have never seen, like nobody has ever seen how landing actually happens on other planets or on other objects in the space. So it is really nice to see that how rover actually landed on the Martian surface and how the touchdown really happened. So yeah, it was really nice to experience all of that. It was really like we are experiencing it ourselves. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's there on the NASA YouTube and NASA's Instagram, so you should definitely check it out. If talking about the other mission which was launched on the very same date, the Ingenuity, so basically Ingenuity is the same thing. It was taken on the same mission. It is a helicopter. So what Ingenuity is going to do is, it's a plan to be test the technology of the helicopters on the Martian planet. So what NASA is going to do is, NASA is going to test this small helicopter which is named Ingenuity. It is going to be deployed after 1 month or around 60 days after the landing of Perseverance rover. So basically, now that the Perseverance rover has landed on the Martian surface, NASA is going to deploy this small helicopter in around 60 days. So what is the objective of this helicopter? So basically it is planned to make the first powered flight on any planet beyond Earth, and it is expected to fly up to 5 times during its 30-day test campaign in the rover's early mission. It is primarily a technology demonstration, nothing else. Basically, each flight is planned to be at altitudes ranging 3 to 5 meters above the ground, and it will be about 90 seconds per flight, so it could travel as far as 50 meters downrange and then back at the starting area. And it can also use autonomous control during its short flights, like it can control itself while it's flying. Although flights will be robotically planned and scripted by the controllers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. If no one knows what actually Jet Propulsion Laboratory, it's basically the control center of this whole mission, which is situated in USA. So basically Jet Propulsion Laboratory is communicating and with both the rover and the helicopter constantly to make sure this mission will succeed. So it will communicate with the Perseverance Rover directly after its landing, and after 60 days they will deploy the helicopter as well. If everything works as expected by the NASA, NASA in the future will work on the very same technology to make sure to make many other flying robotic helicopters on the Martian surface, because basically it is the first time that a space agency has launched such kind of a mission where a small helicopter has been taken to the another planet where it will be tested and it will be deployed for flight. So basically it's just a test, it's nothing else. It's not going to serve any other purpose. It's just a test where NASA is going to deploy the helicopter and see how much it can really fly on the Martian environment, and nothing else. So that's all about the particular Ingenuity helicopter. It will be used for testing only, so nothing special about it, nothing special from the point of view of the research purpose. It's basically a test, but as a person, as a spectator, it is obviously a very big achievement, because if everything goes right, it will be the first powered flight on another planet. So yeah, it basically serves the purpose. So it was developed by NASA itself with the help of, I think, Norwegian space agencies. I don't know the complete information about it, but you can visit the Ingenuity helicopters Wikipedia page. There they have mentioned several things about this particular helicopter which is being taken by NASA to the Martian surface. So yeah, you can read about it there. Now coming back to the Perseverance Rover. So it was a mission which was launched last year in 2020 on 30 July 2020. And one thing to note about is that it's the first time that a rover which is being sent to Mars has taken a names of about 10 million people with it. So what NASA has done is NASA has asked people to send your name to Mars campaign. So basically they were asking people for their names to be registered on the particular chip so that people's name can be taken to the Martian surface. So yeah, as far as I know, more than 10 million people, or about 11 million people have submitted their names for this particular mission, and I was among them. I actually submitted my name as well, and I got a certificate for boarding the Perseverance Rover. It was a very nice thing. It was maybe around March 2020 or something, where NASA was inviting the names, and I really submitted my name as well. It was a really nice thing. So it is so nice to believe that my name has been sent on another planet where a rover is being landed and it's been carrying out the experiment. So yeah, it's very nice to see that it's happening. And one thing to note about is also that the Perseverance is actually carrying an aluminum plate in itself for the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, to pay the tribute to the healthcare workers all around the world. We know how much COVID-19 pandemic actually caused trouble all around the world, caused so much of problems, so much of healthcare problems. So yeah, Perseverance is actually also honoring the healthcare workers all around the world by carrying a small aluminum plate to uh, to do the same. And one last thing I'm about to mention is that which is a very which is the thing which is directly related to the particular mission. It is that the NASA scientist named Swati Mohan is actually the first Indian American to actually work on a particular rover, a particular mission as a lead scientist. So yeah, she was an Indian American. Her name is Swati Mohan, and she was the first Indian American to actually work on a NASA space mission directly. So yeah, it is a very proud moment for all of us in India here that a scientist from India has been doing so much work for this particular Mars mission as a lead scientist, as a lead to do the same. And she was also the person who delivered the news of the successful landing. So yeah, as a lead scientist, she was given the task to do so, and she delivered the news of the successful landing. So yeah, it's so soothing that it's happening, guys. We have seen so much of Perseverance since its landing on 18th Feb 2021. It's been sending images, videos, panoramic views and all of that. If you are interested to see all of that, I think I really highly recommend you to do that, because they are so good. They are just happening. It will send thousands and thousands of images in its total research time. It will be there on Martian surface for like 6, 7 to 10 years. It will send so many photos. So I will recommend for you to check out NASA's Instagram account, NASA's YouTube account, or maybe you can just visit the Wikipedia page of the Mars 2020 mission. They have been uploading photos and the videos about the same, and you should see that how basically the rover is sending high definition HD images of the Martian surface and the Martian environment. It's so nice to see that a human made rover has been deployed on the Martian surface, and it's a huge success, guys. You should definitely check it out. And one thing to note about is that this Perseverance rover has not been named by NASA. Actually, NASA held a competition maybe 2 years ago, where they asked the students all around the world to participate in a competition so that they can make names, they can submit the names which has to be named about the particular rover. So they asked the students all around the world to submit the names about the particular rover. So I think till the last now 3 names were submitted, and Perseverance was the name which was chosen. So yeah, it's the name which was chosen by students. It was the name which is chosen after competition. So yeah, basically this whole mission is directly linked with people all around the world, with the community, with the people, with the society. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's a big mission, guys. So yeah, it will find so many new discoveries, it will find so many new things, and the complete mission is based on the fact that we are as humanity, we are as a society are evolving so much that we have achieved the successful rover landing and a successful helicopter landing on the Martian surface, and we will keep evolving in the future. We will keep exploring the Martian surface and many more other planets in the solar system as well, because as a society we need to evolve, and to evolve we need to find new things and to keep working on that, and that is really happening. So I'm so happy that all of this is happening, and I highly recommend for you to check all of this as well. So that is all for today, guys. You can catch me up on Instagram account, and if not, you can catch me up on Twitter. If you have any queries, if you have anything to talk about, we can do that. I am heavily active on Instagram and Twitter because I have been closely watching NASA and all the tweets which are really happening about the Perseverance rover and this all Mars 2020 mission. So I will be really happy if you people catch me out there, you people ask questions or interact with me there. It will be a really nice experience. So that is all for today, guys. I will meet you in the very next episode. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.